Welcome to today's Outlook. Today we will be going over dollar Swiss, dollar CAD and euro pound. Looking for a close back above Monday's range. To play it long up until previous Monday's range, if we go out to the weekly and get this, we have this low taken where we bought before, so even though it did come steaming down into this level, it did do the exact same thing here. It did the exact same thing here, so wouldn't be scared of buying coming into these levels. Just use the tools and the skills that have served me well so far, and stick to, especially in these conditions which might seem new to you, just stick to what you know. There's no point in going off what has worked for you, and if nothing sets up, it doesn't set up, but just be careful out there. Dollar Swiss higher time frame levels, basically this swing point, looking to play it up, back up into these lows here, potentially these lows, but on the H1 I've narrowed that down to previous Monday's level here. Let me just thicken that up a little bit. So you can see act as nice support, turn to resistance, and yeah, that seems like a logical area. We have Monday's range high, acting as resistance, should turn to support, just waiting for another close above the exact high, and then I'll be willing to take a long up into that area. Dollar CAD, it's a little bit too stretched here on Monday, so I'm not too sure we'll get any movement. We might just consolidate inside these ranges, but on the higher time frames, some nice level coming into play. If we just take here this swing point where we sold off before, we have this swing point where we sell off as well. We haven't took that as yet, so could expect one more move up to take that before we actually get a move to the downside. Sold off heavily, so that's what I'm looking for. Looking for reversals basically at this level and this level based on Monday's ranges. This is not ideal. If we do pop up and take this, then that would be better, and we have gaps to fill in as well. So just waiting for the turning point in dollar CAD. I do suspect that we take this high first before we get any change in direction to the downside. I'm not saying that I want a full reversal here. It's just at these levels I look for trading opportunities to basically train my eye for reversals. So I'm not looking for full reversals, I'm just looking for the move inside that week. Do not hold moves, and just that's where I get my bias from, and then use Monday's ranges to get involved. So this Monday range is quite large, and we'll be waiting for other areas to come in. Dollar Swiss seems to be the most likely at the moment. Last thing I'm looking at is euro pound. If we go to the weekly, or go to the monthly, sorry, you see this huge resistance here, turn to support in here. Yes, it looks a little bit choppy, but it's support. We have resistance in here, higher time frame support and resistance, support in here, resistance. So we've come up, tagged that, so that's my bias to get bearish from the higher time frames. And then I see what Monday's range is doing. So last week I was looking at Monday's range, but we didn't really get below it to get into any selling opportunities. So I have Monday's range marked out, long Monday's low, so anything like that, and I'll be getting involved with the euro pound short. Target open at the moment, I would leave it open to Friday to see where we finish, but just eyeballing potential target of the higher time frames would be this level here.